I was saved at an early age, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I was 13 when I was saved. I had good parents, parents that taught me God's Word, parents that, my dad was the lead singer. He led the singing at our church. We were there when the doors were open, Sunday night, Sunday morning, Wednesday, Tuesday night. I began drinking when I was in 5th grade. I smoked my first joint when I was in 6th grade. In and out with my walk with the Lord, off and on, mostly out. Summer camp, I rededicate my life, flush the marijuana down the toilet. 2 weeks later, I'd kind of be back. Jumped to my 20s, my 30s, jailed twice. First one, believe it or not, for drag racing. He said he could have got me for DWI. That's really, I think, why he took me down. I can remember my mom and dad bailing me out. I can remember when I got in the back seat of the car, a box with all my belongings was sitting there, and as they dropped me off at a curb, I remember I can still hear my mother yelling, "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you." My wife was a little more forgiving when she bailed me out of jail. That was in Pasadena. I remember waking up one morning with no wife to be found. There was a piece of paper by the bed when I woke up that said she had taken her and her daughter to a hotel to get away from me. She left the number where she was at so I could call. I had no idea if I'd harmed him or not. And then it got bad. My habit turned into about a half a gallon of Jack Daniels a day. I tried it all, marijuana, uppers, downers, do they still call them uppers and downers? Crack, cocaine, LSD. I can remember standing underneath some stairs at night in an apartment complex, rubber hose around my arm, broken needle, crooked needle going into my vein. But with me, it always came back to the alcohol. As it progressed and I got worse and worse, I remember once I couldn't get the bottle to my mouth. I was shaking so bad. So I lay down. I think I opened it, and I put the bottle on the floor. And I lay down on my back, and I leaned over, tried to tip the bottle into my mouth so it would drip, and I could get it into me. And that's how I started off the day. I got sick. I lost a lot of blood. I won't go into details about that, but I kept that part from my wife. I kept a lot of it from her. She saw it on the outside. She didn't know exactly what was going on the inside. I take that back. At one point, she tried to get me to go to the doctor. She called my brother. He came down from Dallas to try to talk with me, and him and his wife were my door. But that's still, I just wanted the bottle. It was all about drinking. Finally, she talked me into going down to St. Joseph's Hospital in Houston, and they admitted me. And I was in ICU for about 3 or 4 days. I was in the hospital a couple, 3 weeks. And she didn't, cirrhosis of the liver. I don't remember a lot about that time. She told me again that my brother came down and the doctor sat with them and said he could go either way as far as if I make it or not. He's kind of on the fence. She told me later that she pulled over that night after she had left the hospital, after they admitted me into ICU, and she couldn't visit me any longer, and she had to get back to my daughter, to Amy. That she pulled off on the side of 610 and just wept on the freeway. I remember sitting in the hospital bed, laying in the hospital bed, looking up at the ceiling, and just coming to a point where I said, Father, I don't know how much longer I have, but however long it is, I just want to give it to you. It's been a long road. It's been a hard struggle. I've had much support along the way, people praying for me, getting prayer cards from the church that Lynette went to that I didn't even know these people. Pastor coming, visiting me at the hospital. So much support, long road, hard struggle. But he saved me. He forgave me. He gave me my life back. He gave me my family back. He gave me Jesus. And for some reason, he's decided to use me. I've been sober now for 18 years. My name is David Story, and I'm saved.